give away any trade secrets.
They are now.
We know nothing.
Well, Phil comes and he comes.
Fair enough. Keep this down low or high?
No, it's
Oh,
close
keep
to-
it right.
All right, here we go.
And a good evening, everybody, and welcome to a special episode of Cape Coral Talk Radio. We are broadcasting live from the Aubuchon Home Center, which is not too far from Hooked Island Grill.
No, right across the street.
Right across the parking lot. And we have a very special event going on here tonight. And to tell us all about it, I'm going to use my cheat sheet because I don't want to mess anything up, is Justin Einstein, the Vice President of Operations of Aubuchon. And you're on the Make-A-Wish Southwest Florida Advisory Board. First, tell us about your position here.
Absolutely. So as you mentioned, I am the Vice President of Operations here at Aubuchon Homes, oversee the construction activities here for the company. I also am proud to serve as a advisory board member for Make-A-Wish of Southern Florida. We have the privilege of helping network with other like-minded individuals in the community in an effort to raise money and grant wishes for those deserving children throughout our community.
This is one of the nicest buildings I've ever been in. How long?
Well, I would hope that you would design nice, beautiful buildings, right?
I hope that we would. I'm glad that you like it.
Yeah. How long has the building been here, and what do you have? Tell us about what's here for the company.
Sure. So the building's been here over 2 decades. We are a one-stop shop, if you will, for anybody that has a desire to build a new home or full-service real estate needs. We have the Aubuchon Homes Design Center. We have a interior design firm called Evolutions by Aubuchon. We have a title company. We have an insurance company. We have a mortgage company. And we also have our Aubuchon Homes home building operation, as well as our MyLoft Aubuchon full-service real estate company. So it's a one-stop shop for anyone's needs.
Is it all residential or also commercial or?
No, we have a commercial division. Our construction operations are primarily residential, but our real estate division, we do have a full-service commercial division, as well as a property management company. So there's pretty much anything you need. You can find it here under one roof.
So somebody could come in, go to the design center, pick out everything that they want in the home, the layout, the floor plan, all of the accoutrements inside as well.
They can. We are a full-service design build firm. So
Nice.
somebody can come in with their vision on the back of a napkin. We have a full staff of architectural designers that will help that vision come to life. We go ahead and design that. We have a full outfitted selection center. We help them pick out everything for their home. When they want to get the interior finishes done, things like their furnishings and their window treatments, and even just another eye on design, our interior design firm steps in. So we really can meet the needs of anybody that has a desire.
And how long have you been here, and how did you wind up with this company?
I've been here a little over 16 years.
Wow.
Ironically enough, I came to Aubuchon Homes through one of our charities that we support tonight. I served a little over a decade on the Ronald McDonald House Board of Southwest Florida, and there was a desire to do a remodeling project to really reinvigorate that Ronald McDonald House. And one of the chairs of the Ronald McDonald House at the time happened to be Jeff Myloff. And so I turned that project in about a week for the Ronald McDonald House, and he introduced me to Gary Aubuchon and said, here's 2 guys that are like-minded that really need to meet, and the rest is history. I've been here happily ever since.
And give us kind of a rundown of what this event is about.
Absolutely. So Helping Hands for the Holidays, we're in our 27th year, raising money for 3 specific charities here in Southwest Florida: the Ronald McDonald House Charities, Make-A-Wish of Southern Florida, and Lead Builders Care. And so we tried to focus our efforts in determining which charities that we really wanted to benefit on the children of our community and the residents of our community that were in need. So Builders Care obviously helps repair homes or handle construction needs for disabled and elderly individuals within our community. Make-A-Wish Foundation of Southern Florida. Everybody knows Make-A-Wish, but ironically enough, the city of Cape Coral really has not been engaged as much with Make-A-Wish in the past, and that's what we're trying to change now.
I see.
Is the fact that there are so many children that are deserving of a wish, children that have been through life-threatening or life-altering, circumstances in their lives, but we are encouraging the doctors, the physicians, to go ahead and refer them over to the Make-A-Wish group. And Cape Coral has been not forgotten in any way,
Mm-hmm.
but maybe not as benefited as much as they could. And so we're really trying to raise awareness here in the Cape of the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and obviously Ronald McDonald House. I have a connection to two of these charities specifically,
Right.
because my daughter is a Make-A-Wish child.
Oh, wow.
So when my daughter was born with her ailment, we lived in the Ronald McDonald House for almost a month up in St. Petersburg, Florida.
Can you explain what that is for anybody that might not know? It's been a while since we've spoken about the Ronald McDonald House.
Absolutely, and I'd love to, because the Ronald McDonald House gives families a home away from home. When you have a child that's undergoing some level of treatment in the hospital, to have to commute to wherever you may live while your child has to stay within that facility is challenging, right? Here just locally, if you have a child that's being serviced at Golisano's Children's Hospital, but the family lives in Lehigh Acres, God forbid you need to get back to that hospital quickly, or you just simply want to see your child. Now, I had the unfortunate circumstances with my daughter that she was born in December. So all of the things that she went through was at Christmas time.
Right.
And so you don't want to leave your child at Christmas time. You have to be there. And the Ronald McDonald House, it affords the families the opportunity to stay right next to the hospital. So if you simply just want to go see your little one, you can. If you just have been at the hospital all day long and want to get back and just lay your head down for an hour or two before you go back, the Ronald McDonald House is what it's all about.
Where was that?
And that is at no cost to the.
That is at no cost
to the.
There is a donation that is requested that if you can afford it, it's $10 a night.
No.
If you can't, the benefactors of our community make sure that there's never going to be a reason that we turn a family away. And so the Ronald McDonald House that I stayed at was right outside All Children's Hospital in St. Petersburg. But we are so incredibly lucky that we have a Ronald McDonald House right here next door to Golisano Children's Hospital. We have a Ronald McDonald room that's actually within the hospital itself. So when the child's undergoing treatment, the families have a respite, a place to be able to go and sit and kind of be in a safe and comforting environment while they wait for their child to finish whatever the treatment.
And nobody would be able to tell that that house is part of the Ronald McDonald charity, or can people tell by driving by it?
There's a sign out front that says Ronald McDonald House of Southwest
And everybody
Florida.
knows Ronald McDonald, right?
There's a beautiful bench out front that has Ronald sitting on it. But honestly, if you're not looking for it, you're probably not going to find it. It's one of those charities that just remains unspoken. It is there to service the needs, but it's not out there, touting everything they do for the community, even though they do so much.
And that's been around forever.
Oh yeah, Ronald McDonald House has been around. I can't tell you exactly how long the one here has been. It's been decades. Because it's been over a decade since I served on the board there. But a fantastic organization.
And I think Make-A-Wish too. It used to be just for kids that had life-threatening, difficulties, and then now they've expanded it to include a variety of things. So people should really reach out and see what's available to them.
And you're absolutely right. Make-A-Wish always had this connotation, or historically had this connotation of children that were towards the end of their journey. Okay. That's not the case.
Nope.
While there are certainly some children that benefit that may be a bit more ill than others, this is for children that have gone through a life-changing event with respect to their health, and children that just really could use that break from a little bit from the reality of the situation, which is this everyday treatment, this everyday challenges that they face, where they can just get away to something that they love and they enjoy.
And you mentioned earlier that your daughter was part of the Make-A-Wish. What was the wish, if you don't mind sharing?
Absolutely. So my daughter was born with congenital heart disease. She had her open heart surgery when she was 4 days old.
Wow.
7 holes in her heart, just a terribly difficult journey in front of her. And so my daughter loved to be that typical little girl, right? So she wanted to be a princess at Christmas in Disney World. And man, did the Make-A-Wish Foundation step up. Not only did she get to be a princess at Disney World, they took her into the Bibbidi Boppity Boutique and made her over. And we had Cinderella's carriage that drove her around with the horsemen. It was not only
chills just thinking about it.
It still gives me chills. Yeah. And because what people don't realize is it's for the child and it's to give them that break, right? But it also gives the parents the gift of time with their child. Mm-hmm. You never know. We often take for granted, right? That things are status quo, where it's the norm. But when you encounter a circumstance like that in your life and in your child's life, man, every single second counts.
Right.
Yeah.
And Make-A-Wish does a great job at making sure it's so special.
And then they get to have that memory that they might not otherwise be able to do.
Absolutely.
And don't have to worry about the financial burden of it. They can participate, have a good time, take the pictures, and
Sure.
and really lean into that.
They can, and I'll give you a really quick story because I think it's really cool. We were privileged enough to meet the family that granted my daughter's wish. Okay, and we're all still friendly to this day. And ironically, my daughter, who's now 20,
Wow.
and has Hair by Brooke and Company, her salon in Fort Myers, who reached out to her, but the granddaughter of the people that granted her wish.
Wow.
And so she came in. They got to be dear friends and not just business colleagues, but they've established a relationship. So funny how things come full circle, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's changes their life, not just at that time, but their relationships that can change for a lifetime.
No, Bill keeps walking around. He's wandering around, but I was wondering if he's thinking about coming over.
And tonight's event, how are people making donations? Are they bidding on items? Or it's just come in, have some food, make a donation, and then
That's what tonight's all about. Is we're not selling things, we're not auctioning things off. Tonight is about the community as a whole coming in, and out of the goodness of their heart, if they're able and they feel motivated to do so, we ask that they contribute what they're able. And that will be split 3 ways amongst the 3 charities that we've been discussing again today:
right.
Builders Care, Make-A-Wish Foundation, and the Ronald McDonald House. The community has been so forthcoming and so blessed to be able to come out and really support our cause. That's why we've been doing this 27 years. Our goal this year is to raise $1 more than we did last year, and we're well on our way, but we still need your help. So for anybody out there that's not here yet, come on down. We have great food, we have drinks, and we have desserts, and we have Santa Claus coming out here in a bit.
Yes.
We hear he's going to be visiting. And
there's a photo booth.
It's just a great
place to
time.
write letters to Santa. It's a very kid-friendly, kid-oriented event. It's not like
Lots
just
of kids
for
here.
adults. So
It is, and that's what the Aubuchon team of companies is about. We are a family-based, community-based organization, and it doesn't change just for tonight.
And you don't have to be dressed as snazzy as Justin. This is a casual event. It's a holiday event. So come one, come all, dressed any way you like. If you're holiday festive, be holiday festive. It's pretty cool. And if you get here in time, you'll see Santa here in about 17 minutes.
okay. Did people need reservations to come, or they can just come?
Oh no, they can. This is a community event. If we could get all 230,000 of our citizens here and our visitors from up north, enjoy the season, and let's kick off a season of Thanksgiving.
Bill, tell everybody what your role is here with the company and why this is an important event to you.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, sure. So I'm the Director of Sales and Business Development for Aubuchon Homes, one of the 6 companies that are housed here in this 2-story building. I was blessed to be asked by Gary Aubuchon about 7 years ago to MC this event. It is all about giving. The Bible teaches us that you'll get back tenfold, and you can't receive anything till you give some away. And so, we try to facilitate that. Like Justin said, the 27th year of doing that. Up until now, through last year, through our 26th, we've been able to raise the generosity of not only the people here that live in our community, but those people that we've done business with that are in other countries, in other states. Through all of their generosity, we've reached almost $750,000 of money being raised for those 3 charities.
And so, is there an auction, or are you just asking people to kind of bring? Sorry if I missed that. So you're asking people to bring.
Well, what's interesting this year is that we do have some original artwork that's for display inside of our award-winning interior design company, Evolutions by Aubuchon, and those pieces of art can be purchased, and that actually benefits Builders Care, Make-A-Wish Foundation, and Ronald McDonald House Charities of Southwest Florida.
Yeah, they're in the dessert room, right?
They are in the dessert room. That's right. Come
with
with the sweet tooth. Come with any hunger you have. We've got barbecue. We've got Sino's Grill. We got fabulous food, fabulous desserts. We've got beverages, non-alcoholic in some of the other way, and so you'll have a great time. But most of it, though, Ed, on your question, most of it's just the generosity of people's hearts. writing a check and knowing that it's going to 3 fabulous causes to help the citizens in our area that need a helping hand up.
Justin mentioned it. What do the charities mean to you?
Well, if you know about the purpose of each one of them, when you look at Make-A-Wish, these are children that should never be in the position that they're in, but they happen to be. And so to have an organization dedicated totally to them getting their last wish, if you will, what would be the greatest thing that could happen to them, it warms everyone's hearts, to be able to supply that to them, those that gave and those that see them receive, and certainly they themselves. Builders Care is an organization that raises money for those people that are having trouble staying in their home. So those that the hot water heater goes and they don't have the money to replace it. They have a problem from a storm that insurance didn't cover and the roof is leaking. They can apply and they can get benefit from that. And actually, Builders Care partners with some of the building construction contractors in the area. They've been known to actually build an entire house for someone in need, both on their own and also through a couple of the other organizations in town, Habitat for Humanity and such. And then certainly Ronald McDonald House Charities. The nasty C word hits many of us and other diseases as well. And when it hits families with children and the parents need to be on site with the children as they get their treatment and they recover, Ronald McDonald House Charities has been there for them over the years. And it's not slowing down. So the need for that help continues to be there. And we're so happy to help contribute some of the funds necessary to keep that charity doing all the good work that it does.
How do you
now, if people can't come down to, where can they make a donation? I mean, we've got the scan thing. I don't know if I hold it up there, it'll work. But
certainly the QR code. You can do it right through your phone, through a tablet, through your computer. But they use the QR code. Is that on
the website?
Okay. It is, and we're open. You're open 5 days a week here. Come in anytime during that time. And if not, you can certainly mail it in. And so they could make a phone call, get the mailing address, and they can mail something in. We'll take donations. It's not just tonight. We'll take it all the way through Christmas.
One of the things everybody kind of asks for money around this time of year. I know raising money is not easy. It's a full-time job. How do you keep the word out about Builders Care? Because with Make-A-Wish and Ronald McDonald House, they have real brand recognition. The Builders Care, is that just in Cape Coral? And how do you keep people involved in donating to that fund throughout the year? Because that sounds like that need is year-round.
It is, and Builders Care is not just in Cape Coral. It is throughout Lee County. It is a branch, if you will, or an organization supported by the Lee Building Industry Association. So the builders as a whole, the community as a whole, continues to spread the word and be able to educate the community on those services that are available to them. And I think they do a fantastic job. They actually just celebrated their 20th anniversary the other night. So had a big gala at the Alliance for the Arts again to raise money and to recognize the community and recognize the fantastic work that Builders Care does.
Yeah, obviously it's just me that doesn't know about it. Everybody else does. So.
No, I hadn't heard of it. I mean, I think
it's a great idea, though.
That is a great
to be able to help
idea,
people like that. Any other thoughts to share about tonight and the event and what it means to Cape Coral and the community?
I would just say that, you got to come. You'd never know it unless you've been here. The feeling that you get to come and to just celebrate with all the people that are here, experience, all of the generosity that occurs here. Everything is decorated for the season. Yeah. This year's theme is fire and ice. So downstairs is all ice, upstairs is all fire. And we have a lot of characterization here, which is a lot of fun. Santa gets here in about 10 minutes. We'll do photos with Santa. We do a crazy photo booth. It's just a lively, great time to get together and begin this season of thanks and of giving.
Well, thank you guys both for coming on. And we understand Gary is supposed to be our next guest. So we look forward to chatting with him. But thank you. And thank you for inviting us. We appreciate it very much.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah, thank you for coming. We appreciate that. The more we can get the word out by every media possible, the better.
Thank you very much. Justin and Bill, thank you for coming on. And we are broadcasting live from the Aubuchon home, this beautiful building they have here, this wonderful house. It's so nice. And
it's not really Shannon a house. I mean, this is quite the building. And there's lots of kids here tonight. I've seen lots of families come in. You know,
Yes.
my mom used to volunteer at the Ronald McDonald House a million years ago when we lived in North Carolina. So pretty much anywhere where you are, there's a Ronald McDonald House near you.
Gary? Gary Aubuchon, Ed Ryan, and my
Hi,
wife
nice
Kim.
to meet
We
you.
appreciate you
Nice
coming
to
on.
meet you as well.
Yes.
This is quite a building you have here. So tell us how you got started in this industry. A little history about you.
Sure. So I came to Southwest Florida right out of college in 1984 and went into the real estate business. And as I was doing general real estate, I really found my passion in new construction. So created Aubuchon Homes in 1992. And then we started combining additional businesses that are related to construction and real estate, interior design, architectural design, property and casualty insurance, mortgage, title, so that we created in this building a one-stop shop for anyone who's looking to do anything in home building or real estate.
Why Cape Coral?
The opportunity here was tremendous. I grew up in Michigan in a town that was filled with water, much like Cape Coral is. In fact, I could boat from Cape Coral to the house I grew up in,
Wow.
up in Michigan. So this felt like home to me, even though it was 1,300 miles south of where I grew up. You could see all the land throughout the city back in the early to mid 80s that was just one day going to have a house on it, right? So
Right,
the
right.
opportunity was here, and it was pretty clear to see.
Now, you said you came down here after you went to college. Did you get a degree in building stuff or
Yeah.
real estate, or like how?
You would think so, but my degree is actually in American history.
Okay,
Wow.
well that
And-
makes sense.
Yeah. and the thing that's interesting though is that as a history major, you appreciate what's happened in the past, and you can kind of take the lessons of the past and apply it to the present day and the future, because history does repeat itself, right? And in both good and bad ways.
Yeah.
So having that perspective of time has been very valuable to me, especially when we went through time periods like the Great Recession that happened here, knowing that our country had faced challenges like that before was comforting in those times to know we were
Right.
going to come out the other side eventually. And we did.
I mean, I can see the history, you know, giving you perspective and vision forward. It's not really helping you swing a hammer to start building a house.
No, it isn't, but it helps me find the people that can swing the hammer. You
So-
wouldn't want me swinging the hammer.
How big is the company now?
Between our employees and sales agents, about 130.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you ever think it was going to be as big as it has become when you first launched it? How many employees did you have?
It was
that first-
myself and my younger brother.
Wow.
And we were working out of my house in Southwest Cape Coral.
Wow.
So we had a vision, but it kind of evolved over time. But this one-stop shop that we're in now became a clear vision in the late 1990s.
Yeah.
And we bought this building in 2000 and designed it to be that real estate one-stop shop.
And what do you think of how the growth is going in the Cape right now? It's basically mostly residential. I think the mayor said 91% residential and 9% commercial. Is that ever going to change at all?
Not dramatically, because all the land was pre-platted residential, and it's very hard to assemble and then change it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we're going to be this way for a while.
Yeah.
What was the population about back then? I mean, when you started?
It was about 45,000.
Wow.
Holy mo. So what's this?
Did you need to go?
Do you need to be part of that? Okay. Well,
I saw
we're
you
a little
threw
behind.
nod
We're
to that.
running a little late, but go ahead. We know you got to take care of
Okay.
business. So
I'll be
thank
back.
you. Okay,
Okay,
Gary. Thank you
so
very much. Gary is the CEO of Aubuchon Homes, and we don't have to whisper because there's no speaker here, so
No, I know.
we can
Well,
continue
I'm
to
sure
chat.
you-
Hey, how are you?
I'm sure you
All
would
right,
have loved
let's
to
see.
hang out and talk with him a little
Yes,
bit.
Annette.
about history.
No, Lee. Okay. All right,
All
Lee
right,
and Annette.
come on.
They are let's see. Annette is the president of the Lee BIA Builders Care Board of Directors, and Leah is the executive director of the BIA Builders Care. You guys are going to have to explain exactly what I just muffed up. So welcome to the show.
Yeah.
Tell us about the organization and your involvement in your organization.
Okay. Annette, you want me to start or you want to start? Well, Lee BIA Builders Care is the charitable arm of Lee BIA, Building
gotcha.
Industry Association. And what Builders Care does is we provide emergency construction services to Lee County homeowners that are elderly and or disabled that are in financial need at no cost.
Right.
And we're one of the beneficiaries tonight with the family of Aubuchon Homes.
Yeah, and it's kind of like the Friends of Lovers Keep or something like that. You have the organization, and then you have to have a separate arm to accept charitable donations so that you can do those things. Is that correct?
Well, we don't have to.
I see.
but
you focus on that.
Yeah. The Lee Building Industry Association, I believe they're up to like 450 members. So,
Okay.
of course, just about everybody in that organization is involved somehow, some way with construction. So with Builders Care, when we have somebody that is in need of, say, building a wheelchair ramp or a new roof or AC, electrical, what we end up doing is, building a bio on them, and then we submit that out.
Okay.
And typically within 15 minutes, we'll get a response from one of our contractors.
So one of the contractors, it's not like you're giving them, the homeowner or the person that needs it, the money. You're finding the builder. So they don't even have to deal with all of that, and then it streamlines it right through.
Right. Yeah, the
yeah.
Lee BIA Builders Care was founded to give builders a way to give back to the community.
Gotcha.
And a whole lot of our members participate with us on a daily basis. Replacing HVAC systems, roofs. When we build a handicap accessible ramp, we get materials donated, labor's donated. We have a team of volunteers that come out and literally build these ramps. It's a wonderful thing. We actually have a holiday project coming up here in a couple of weeks that's being done by Lennar Homes. And they're going to do everything from top to bottom.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how do you find applicants for the needs?
Or how do people find you?
We get referrals from churches, social services, Lee County Building Department, friends and neighbors. That's a big part of it. But if you see, your neighbor next door is struggling and their roof is in a state of disrepair and nothing's being done about it,
right?
People will call us and we will get involved. And the other thing that we do, which is very important to me anyway, is if there's children involved in a situation, we are 100% involved in that situation.
Okay.
And
I imagine. Go ahead.
How do you cut me off?
I'm
going to ask a question before I forget.
Go ahead.
So
I really, this is great.
Go ahead.
I imagine the need after Ian. Like, how were you even able to handle all of that?
It was a lot.
I bet
it was a lot. We had board members and volunteers that volunteer with us all the time. In the days immediately after Ian, one of our board members owns Devoted Restoration, and he donated all the tarps he had, and we went around and put tarps on people's roofs to help keep them dry. And then it was probably 3 or 4 months later, the past president called me one day when I had just gotten home. He had gone up to Sarasota, and he had been invited up there. And when he got up there, we were given a $400,000 grant from Casey DeSantis's charitable arm.
That's nice.
And a couple of months after that, we partnered with a nationwide organization called 8 Days of Hope. And they came down here. There's probably about 1,000 of them. They came down here and in 8 days, we touched over 200 homes in the Heights community.
Oh yeah, and because
incredible.
they were hard hit
Yeah.
down there,
They were. So,
and that's an area that probably really needed the help
Yes.
too.
yes,
That they didn't have the funds
They
to do
did.
it themselves.
Yeah, but Ian was a lot, and we're still dealing with it.
yeah,
You know,
Yeah.
we still have clients that had damage done and didn't have another place. You know, they don't have any place else to go,
right.
and they turn to us, and we find out that we can help them.
Mhm.
So we do.
Is it a
And-
certain?
Go
Is
ahead.
it a certain age that any of the applicants have to be?
It's elderly and or disabled, so 65 or older. But again, if there's a disability, then the age isn't going to
I
be a
gotcha.
factor.
Gotcha.
Right.
So go ahead.
And all of Lee County, you said anywhere in Lee County.
Yes.
Okay.
And how do people, if somebody knows somebody that might need help, what's the process they should follow?
They call the office, or they can go online and fill out an application. But most people call the office, and the girls take Lee and Audra will take the phone call and get them an application mailed out to them, or they'll come into the office and fill the application out.
What is that phone number?
What?
What is the phone number?
Or what is the website for them to find the phone number?
It's do you know it?
Yeah, LeeBuildersCare.net.
And it's all on there. How did you two get involved in this? Why is this something you want to be?
Go ahead, Annette.
I'm thinking it was your fault.
Back in
Yeah.
back in 2007, the latter part of 2007, Builders Care just turned 20 years old. Okay?
Wow.
So it was founded in 2005. In the latter part of 2007, I got a call one day. Someone had I'm a home designer, and I got a call one day from the executive director at the time, asking me if I would participate in a helping with home repairs. They needed plans, and I had no clue what this organization was. I'd never heard of it, and she didn't really give me a choice. Okay, so I went out, I met her, and I saw what needed to be done, and I agreed to do it. And then she invited me to the reveal. Okay, and when I went and I saw the impact that it made on this homeowner, I was sold.
Yep. Yeah.
And, you know, in 2007, 2008, that was at the middle of the Great Recession, so to speak. So people like me didn't have a whole lot to do.
Uh-oh. Here comes Santa.
Oh, is that what that was? I
Yeah,
thought the
here
ball
comes
was
Santa.
dropping
No,
or
no, no.
something.
So anyway, people like me didn't have a whole lot to do. So I spent all my time with Builders Care, going out to job sites, volunteering and helping.
Wow.
And in 2010, I was asked if I would join the board, and I've been on the board since.
Wow.
Looks like Santa's been on a diet. He might need to get some extra cookies.
And how did you get involved?
I hired her.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, and actually, it was I was at this event
Oh,
Oh,
no
wow.
2
kidding.
years ago,
Mhm.
and I heard that they were looking for an executive director with Builders Care, and I'm like, I have
That
to
sounds
have
like a great
that
job. Yeah.
The elderly, the seniors have always been my heart.
Right.
I think they're the ones that are often forgotten, and they can't make any more money.
Nope.
Yeah.
So
And does this
that was it.
Yep.
people that you're helping, they have to, it's not like it can be a rental thing. It has to be
They
their
have to be homeowners.
the homeowners. Right.
And what does this event tonight mean to your organization?
Oh, it means the world. They, over the 27 years, I think, plus or minus, like I said, we've been involved since 2005, and we have received upwards of about $250,000 from this event.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
So
You get a
it
lot
is-
done with that.
Yeah,
Especially if people are donating materials and donating their time. That really
Yep.
can stretch that money
it
out.
does. It does.
That's
It does.
great.
You know, and we do have instances, a lot of instances where we do have to pay for things.
Right.
and,
Right.
You know, and every dollar helps. Every
Right.
dollar helps. So, you know, money from this event. I mean, you know, if last year we got $26,000,
Wow.
that's
Wow.
you know, in layman terms, that's 10 handicap accessible ramps. Easy.
Yeah.
You know.
And
So-
what's incredible about this event is that people are just coming by and dropping off checks. It's not like there's an auction or anything. They're just coming by to donate, which is nice.
Yeah. They're just donating. They're not
they just
asked
donate.
to do anything else. Just
Right.
donate. Yeah.
Right.
Well, thank you guys for coming on, and congratulations
Thank
on a
you.
fabulous organization. And if there's anything we can do to help,
Yeah.
we'd love to help.
Okay, give me that card.
Thank you guys,
Thank
and
you.
have a
Thank
great
you so
night here
much.
tonight. All right, we are broadcasting live from the Aubuchon Homes. I guess you would call it the headquarters here. So we have our next guest, and this is the special Helping Hands event for 3 charities, including Lee. Make sure I say it right. Lee BIA Builders Care event. In addition to the Make-A-Wish Foundation and also the Ronald McDonald House. So are you coming on? Is this our next guest? Okay. Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Lovely outfit you have. Okay. All right. So, all right. Come on. Have a seat. Our next guests are Miguel Medina. Did I say that right? Medina, grab that microphone. And you are the special events coordinator, and Renee DePinto.
No, I'm Patty Moore.
Okay, they changed the script on me. Patty Moore, but you're both from the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Yes.
All right, explain what your jobs are at the Make-A-Wish.
Yes, so I'm the community engagement coordinator for Make-A-Wish of Southern Florida, specifically our Southwest region. And I'm responsible of making sure that our mission and values are in the eyes of many, so that they know that we are here to grant the wishes of the local children that are battling critical illnesses.
Joe Kilrain
Yes.
is here from the City
And
Council.
I am Miguel
doing,
Medina,
Joe?
the special events coordinator.
Good to see you.
My primary role is really in fundraising through our external and internal events. Putting them together, dealing with the back and forth of, all the things that it takes, all the different components that come together for.
What kind
our
of events do you guys have or do you participate in?
Yeah, so we have our annual walk, our Walk for Wishes that took place this last October at FGCU.
Okay.
And it's our biggest community event that we host. We're planning right now for our annual gala. It's called Wishmakers Party in Naples. That is our biggest fundraiser of the year. And we're super excited for it. That's really coming together. We have other community events like, this Helping Hands for the holidays.
Right.
I just hosted our golf tournament, Smile for Sam. It was its 6th annual at Talus Park in Naples, which was really incredible. Lots of wishes granted at that event or through that event.
Yeah.
So we're pretty blessed with
Great.
very generous support.
How many wishes would you say you grant in a
It's
year?
like you read my mind.
Yeah.
In
I
a
can.
year.
Last year, we granted 758 wishes across our chapter. So,
Wow.
Just this chapter here.
so our region is Southwest. We have 3 other regions: Miami, which is our Southeast region, Tampa Bay, and our Suncoast region. Within all those regions, we granted 758
Okay.
wishes on top of another 278 what we call wish assist, which are wishes that come to us from other chapters. So we cover the whole United States,
Mhm.
and we have affiliates globally. So sometimes we'll take on, their wishes simply because they don't have the resources or the human resources to be able to grant those wishes. And we're blessed as a chapter to be able to say, you know what, we can jump in and help you and grant those wishes.
Also, we have kids that let's say they live in the cold and they want to have a mermaid wish or
Yep.
swimming with dolphins. So they send those wishes to us and we're able to grant them.
That's what I was thinking. Where we live, this area, you're really a lot of the wishes from up north are going to involve things down here.
Going
Yes,
to Disney.
100%.
I was just
Disney's
going to
our
ask
number
you,
one wish,
how
For
many
sure.
Yeah.
wishes are Disney related wishes?
That is our number one wish.
Wish,
I mean,
yeah.
well over 100,
Wow.
of those wishes that we grant are
From
Our
what
Disney wishes.
Justin was saying, I think it was Justin. He was saying they really get into it. They take good care of the kids. They go over above and over and above what the expectation is to really make it happen.
yeah,
Yes.
it really is
Mhm.
a VIP experience.
Yeah.
I always like to ask some of my personal wish kids, like when they go to Disney, like what was that like? And the common denominator is we don't wait in line to go on rides. We don't have to wait to meet characters. We have private meet and greets. So the team at Disney makes it extra special, and they really do go above and beyond for the
So they
families.
help you out too, like they give you discounts or
Yeah,
whatever.
like a partnership.
Yeah.
So I would say like that would, those partnerships go through Make-A-Wish America, and then they kind of dish them out. So obviously we have Disney in our region, so
Right.
they, come up with that partnership. And then we're just able to send our kids there. And, if they want to go up to the Disney Wish, or they want to go to Europe or have a boat, like we will grant those wishes if they're eligible.
What are some of the more unusual wishes that you guys have granted?
So this is super exciting.
We're actually right now the Aubuchon team is helping us. We have a wish kid, Angad, who's very young, and when we started sitting down and trying to discover the wish, he was like, I want to have an outdoor aviary.
An outdoor what?
Aviary.
Oh,
So,
wow.
like,
Yeah.
a big outdoor bird cage,
Yeah,
essentially.
yeah.
So, our team came to me and they were like, hey, Miguel, we don't really know where to start here. And I was like, well, listen, I have a really great relationship with Aubuchon. They're home builders. And if they can build a home,
They can
odds
build
are
an
they can
aviary.
probably build an aviary. And so
Okay,
the
how big
Aubuchon-
is an aviary?
This one is, we're looking at probably 15 by 15 feet. So, on a concrete
Yeah.
block enclosed, with a separate, fully enclosed enclosure that's
Mhm,
attached to it for, hurricane season, things like that. We want to make sure that we're doing everything
Right.
perfect.
Yeah.
So, funny enough, we actually had a tour at the Naples Zoo of their outdoor aviaries to get some ideas on what that was going to look like, what the construction looked like. The Aubuchon team, joined me for that. And right now they're working behind the scenes to make it
Wow.
all happen.
Crazy.
So we're just working through permitting, but
So
that
they'll
was
build
super-
it and then you'll put the birds in there too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where will you get the
Totally
birds?
outfit it.
Where will you get the birds from?
So the birds will probably, we have wish coordinators that work internally at Make-A-Wish, and they have relationships really all over. So they'll find, either a breeder or just like a sanctuary that's looking to donate some birds.
Yeah.
It really just depends where, the type of bird and where it's going to come from. But he wanted a peacock in his aviary, and unfortunately, Collier County does not allow peacocks.
Peacocks.
But otherwise we would have made it
Maybe
happen.
like a peacock sculpture or
yes,
something. in
exactly,
there. Yeah.
Compromising.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Or a bench.
Yeah.
How
And
did
he talks about wanting to just be out there, and
Yeah.
so we're gonna put up
Peaceful and
yeah. we're gonna put up a camera, like a bird cam, so that he
Oh,
can watch
that's
it from
great.
wherever.
Yeah.
When he's getting treatments,
Right,
things like
right.
that.
You can
He'll
check
be able
on
to
them.
just pull it up on his iPad.
Ah,
how did you get this job?
So I actually wow.
yeah,
That's
you
a
guys
great
got great
question.
jobs.
I'm very, very blessed in my current job. I actually spent many years in retail, worked my way up into retail management. The last company I worked for was Vera Bradley. I got to open my own store with
Oh
them.
boy.
Had an absolute amazing time. During my time with them, I got to work with nonprofits and learn about nonprofits. And I was like, wait, I want to do that full time.
Yeah.
I want to be in that space, giving back. And so fast forward 3.5 years later, and I'm working for Make-A-Wish, and it's
Wow.
been an absolute blast and honor.
And how about you?
So it's actually a funny story. I actually moved here from Michigan in March, and my transition, I was actually in healthcare before I moved here. And so I started pulling in applications because I was in healthcare, but community focused healthcare, public health. And I saw this on Indeed, and it was community engagement. I've never really worked for a nonprofit other than a hospital system. And so I applied, and they kind of told me what comes with the role. The important part is community. I can work a community,
Right.
I can get familiar with a community in a matter of, weeks, months, right?
Right.
But I think that's what really drew me to the role, is just having a voice in the community. And then in this role specifically is just getting people to know that our Wish kids are in their communities and how they can support them in any kind of way.
Nice.
How can people donate or get involved with Make-A-Wish if they're watching the show, or if how else can they help out?
Yeah, so we are actually the most followed chapter in the country. So
Wow.
we are able to, we have our socials. In our social media, we have our website. So it's actually, what is it? Make a Wish.
wish.sfla.org.
Yeah, there we go.
Wish.sfla.org.
Mhm,
Gotcha.
mhm.
But anybody that wants to get involved, I mean, our regional office is right in Bonita Springs.
Yes.
Okay.
So if you look up Make-A-Wish Southwest, it should come right up. They're more than welcome to reach out to us directly. We have volunteer opportunities, whether at events or wish granting volunteers, which is a big need for us.
Yes.
Anybody that's interested in going out and, volunteering their time to meet our wish kids, our wish families, discover the wish, bring that wish, to fruition.
Mhm.
We're always looking for those.
Yep.
And then, donations to support our mission. et cetera.
If there's families out there or people who know of families that could use a wish,
Yeah.
they can also reach out that way through the
website. They can also self-refer as well. So
Okay.
if they know someone or the family has a kid that's battling a critical illness, they can go on and refer themselves. Our team of medical professionals, they'll review the case and see if they're actually qualified with their medical illness. It has to do with certain codes that
Right.
they put into a system. But if they're eligible, then they get like a new welcome to Make-A-Wish. We'll get a wish granter out there. They'll get connected with an internal wish coordinator, and we'll start making those wishes come true.
And lastly, what does this event tonight mean to you guys?
I'm sorry.
What does this event mean to you guys?
This event, so I've had the honor of being a part of this event now this is my 4th year. And to think that this event is on its 27th annual, right? And for 27 years, the Aubuchon team has been coming together and really creating this magic. I think it's very special that they're able to bring a community together, the Cape Coral community.
Mhm.
A lot of our wish kids reside here in Cape Coral. They support 3 incredible charities, which I'm a big incredible work like we to be a part of this night.
Well, thank you guys for coming on. Congratulations
Thank
on your
Thank
great
you so
jobs,
much.
and we
Thank you,
appreciate you
guys.
letting us chat with. Jumping on, we are main building, the I guess you would call it the headquarters where we do our Friday show. And there's a great event here. It's a Helping Hands, where they basically raise money for 3 different charities: the Lee BIA charity, also the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and the Ronald McDonald House of Southwest Florida. And I believe our final guest of the evening is going to be the executive director of the Ronald McDonald House. We need to get, you can talk at the end of the show, after the show is over. And the find the guest, the executive director of the Ronald McDonald House. Yes. And here she is now. Final guest of the evening is the executive director of the Ronald McDonald House.
Oh
And
boy.
yes, we're going to let you.
Narupa Netram?
It
Really?
did.
I got close. Or I
You got it perfectly.
wow. Can you give everybody kind of the overview and tell people how they can, get involved and all of that?
House, our mission, essential services to remove barriers, strengthen families, and promote healing when children need childcare. And we do that through 3 programs. We have the Ronald McDonald House, where we provide lodging. Children maybe at Golisano
Mm-hmm.
or any other medical facility that's nearby. And we have another program. It's the family room over at Golisano, where families can go to rest and recharge. And we have bag lunches, and they can do fun things like maybe play a board game with a child, or just relax and get away from the bedside.
Okay.
And a final program we have is called Care Mobile.
Yeah.
It's dental offices on wheels. It goes into underserved communities to to provide dental screenings and some other screenings. And we have those in Lee, Hendry, and Collier. And there are 40 care mobiles worldwide, and we have 2 right here in Southwest Florida.
Wow. Well, you said at the Ronald McDonald House, the lodging and the food, all of that is at no cost to the families. How long can they stay there? Or
the average stay for 2024 was 34 nights.
wow.
But we have families that stay, from one night to all the way up to a much longer time, unfortunately. So yes, they can stay there as long as it meets the needs of the family.
What does a night like this mean to the organization?
This is just, I can't even describe what this means. To see so many community members come out and support not only our charity, but the other charities. It's beyond words. It's beyond gratitude for me.
What are some of the other events that you hold to raise money?
We have a golf tournament coming up on December 12th. It's with Grampy's, a great organization, and we still have spots there.
Where is that? Where are they?
It's going to be at Fiddlesticks.
Okay.
Oh,
great
on
golf
December
course.
12th. So it's right on our website. And also next year, we have our storybook ball. This year's theme in 2026 is Wicked. So that's on March 7th. On March 26th, we have a sporting clay shoot tournament.
Oh.
Again with Grampy's. So I know we've got some fans of that sport. So
yes. I want to go out for that.
Where do people find out all this information? Do you have a local website that people can go on?
Let me grab the information here. They just go to rmhcswfl.org.
Okay. And will they find where the mobile dental is? Because wasn't aware of that. How do people sign up for that and become aware
We
of when they
partner
are?
with 2 healthcare networks.
Okay.
So we partner with Family Health Center to provide services in Lee and Hendry. And then the one in Collier, it's Healthcare Network. So they can find information or contact our office. And we're happy to share where the units will be.
Do they need a referral from their doctor to go to the mobile dental or no?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
And why do you do this?
Family, for me, it's everything to me. So to see an organization that's all about providing care and comfort and services to families when a child is sick, it is the worst thing in the world to know a child is seriously ill or injured. So it's just something that I'm deeply passionate about.
And I'm guessing you utilize a lot of volunteers, so people could go to that website to see what the
Absolutely.
needs are.
Volunteers can sign up. We've had over 1,600 volunteers in 2024.
Wow.
And the volunteers actually come in the afternoons to prepare a hot meal for the families. We have volunteers at the family room. We have volunteers at our events. So what's nice about our organizations is there's so many ways to support us.
Right.
All right. Anything else you want people to know about the organization or how they can help?
I would just like to thank everybody that's here tonight and those that aren't here that support us. We couldn't do it without you.
Well,
I just want to say one more thing. The Aubuchon company, they're going to make the donations back to you guys. But if someone wanted to make a direct donation to you guys, how would they do that?
They can do that directly at that
the
website that I mentioned. There's various ways to donate and support us.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much for coming on, and congratulations on tonight and the fundraising effort and this wonderful event.
Well, thank you all for having
nice
me.
to meet you.
Have a
Thank you
great
very
evening.
much.
Thank you.
Appreciate your time. All right, everybody. We are broadcasting live from the Aubuchon headquarters, and we're wrapping it up here. We want to thank everybody for coming on the show. And good luck and congratulations to all the charities tonight and to Aubuchon, Gary Aubuchon and his entire team for what they do for those 3 charities. And we will be back Friday for our show with former Councilman Shepard, 5 o'clock right across the street at Hooked Island Grill. Thanks for tuning in, and you all have a great night. Bye-bye.